best way to learn from past papers is by imagining the mark scheme and your flashcards had a baby. If you use past papers like this, you will learn from your own mistake or the people's mistake, and you will start getting into the habit of using the language the examiners want to see. This is how I've always used past papers, and I got 5 A stars in my A level, and I got almost all grade 9s at GCSE. Okay, so when I say imagine they had a baby, first thing you're going to want to do is do the practice paper, right? Do it under time conditions if you're close to exams, if you know all of the content. Little digression, when you're first learning the content and you're trying to apply your knowledge, you don't necessarily have to do exam questions under time conditions. Understand, your paragraph structure, how you get the marks in the exam. But then when you get close to the exams, when you know all of the content, you really need to be doing whole practice papers under time conditions to understand how to allocate your time in the exam. And then you're going to mark it. You're going to go through and you're going to use the mark scheme criteria. As in, you got something right, cool. You got something wrong. Was it a silly maths error? Was it an application difficulty? You understood the theory, but you didn't know how to apply it to this situation. Did you just read the question wrong? Was it fundamentally you didn't know it? Or did you not give the examiner what they wanted to see in terms of language? So you now know that you need to work on the questions you got wrong. If it was a silly maths error, or if you just read the question wrong, do not apply this flashcard strategy to those questions. It will not be helpful. If it was a knowledge issue, take the information from the question you didn't know and make a flashcard on it. Make that question into a flashcard. And this forces you to actively engage with that content. Because if it's a 10-mark question, if it's a 10-mark essay question, you didn't have the knowledge for it, you have to look at the mark scheme, see what it wanted you to talk about, and write down definitions, or depending on the subject, your analysis of quotes, causes and consequences of events, advantages and disadvantages. Again, it depends on your subject. If it's application difficulty, you might ask something like, how can partial fractions be used in integration? That's a possible flashcard question. If you knew it, but you didn't know how to get the marks in the exam because you weren't giving the examiner what they want to see, make a flashcard about key vocabulary. So if you're talking about lenses or the eye or lenses in physics, you need to be using convex, concave. You can't use curved. If you use the word curved, often you just won't get the answer. Even though you know what you were talking about, you won't get the marks for it. Put it on a flashcard. Get these key definitions, key formulas, key analysis from the mark scheme, and then go and look at the examiner's report because it will have additional information. Use it, put it on a flashcard, and study your flashcard set. Use the lightning system, put it on Quizlet, put it on Anki, which automatically uses the lightning system. And this is how you actually improve. Do it time and time again for loads of different papers, and you will get that very top grade. By the way, if you haven't saved this video yet, what are you doing? And as well as that, be sure to follow me for daily study tips because I'm posting my advice every single day until your exam.